Hi Crash! Welcome to Baddies Be Loud, or BBL for short. My name is Bella, and today I'm with Lauren, or Not Your Wife, a Jogja-raised and Jakarta-based musician who just released her debut album, Aphrodite Blues. Today we're at Matea's social space. Let's get loud and selamat makan!
Alrighty, let's go. Kayak kelihatannya enak sih.
Nyoba kuahnya. Enak.
Sangat creamy.
Gimana dari Lauren to Indonesian with Lauren to
Oh wow,
Not Your Wife?
you know about Indonesian with Lauren.
I did my research.
Aku tuh gak ada niatan buat jadi content creator. Juga kuliah jurusan sastra. Dan setelah lulus, aku jadi interpreter. Jadi itu penerjemah, tapi penerjemah lapangan. So what I do is like companies and the government and like NGOs, like organizations, they will hire me and then I will sit down in a room with them and translate in real time, like whatever conversation that they're having. Dan itu aku suka banget sih, itu passionku. You get to learn a lot of like tea. Best part about being an interpreter is like one, there's not a lot of people who does this for a living. Because like just imagine you have to like sit down in a room and then you have to listen to people and then you have to translate and then speak at the same time. Aku terbiasa antara switch antara bahasa Inggris bahasa Indonesia ke bahasa Inggris. And when you do that constantly, what will happen to you is you will notice patterns, like invisible patterns between languages, like similarities, differences, and like the way that languages work, basically, like the mechanisms of it all. Dan yang aku temukan adalah untuk bahasa Indonesia, itu belum ada banyak orang yang ngelakuin studi untuk mendokumentasikan hal-hal tersebut gitu loh. Untuk bahasa Indonesia formal, udah banyak. Bahasa Indonesia sehari-hari, jarang banget. And then I started making content and, you know, just to share what I know. Dan ternyata viral. Terus habis itu ada perusahaan marketing gitu, mereka base di Italia. It's very random. Mereka ngehubungin aku dan bilang, you know what, we can turn this into a business. And I'm like, okay, like show me what you got. Dan aku akhirnya kerja sama mereka dan sampai sekarang masih kerja sama. Jadi aku ngembangin kurikulum buat ngajarin bahasa Indonesia ke orang asing. Karena kalau dipikir-pikir banyak banget gak sih konten kreator yang ngajarin bahasa Inggris.
Tapi baku, aku lihatnya.
Betul sih.
Kayak not much yang ngomongin slang.
True.
Kayak aku, gue, saya, kan itu kan ada kayak those three words artinya sama, tapi konotasinya beda.
Exactly. So we should be redefining education, not like gatekeep it. Like I don't look like a teacher, but I am capable of becoming a teacher. Dan thankfully it's been successful, and that's like my main career at the moment. That's how I put bread on the table.
It looks so professional. Kayak
Thank
I
you.
saw your reels, kayak bener-bener kayak guru ngajar, tapi in like a short video format.
Exactly. But also like there's the whole like polemic about like me not looking like a teacher enough. Because I have tattoos, and when you run into me in real life, you'll find me like smoking in the corner. And
Kayak tadi.
Exactly. And some people take issue with that, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, man. And like, honestly, I hate that. I hate like the pressure that comes with being an educational figure. Yang aku temukan adalah, aku dari kecil emang suka bikin musik. That's my actual passion. Nobody knows about it. Semua berubah ketika awal tahun lalu. Yang terjadi adalah, waktu itu aku baru kayak pindah ke Jakarta, terus aku gak punya temen. And what happened was, aku cuman punya ukulele di apartemenku, terus aku nulis lagu. I've been doing this since I was a kid, tapi waktu itu aku beneran kayak sendirian, terus habis itu aku ngirimin lagu itu, aku rekam aja pakai HP, aku kirim ke adekku di Jogja. Jadi adekku tuh sempet masuk X Factor, dan dia jadinya punya beberapa teman-teman di dunia musik di Jakarta. Dan lagu itu yang aku cuman ngerekam pakai HP sambil main ukulele, kirimin ke teman-temannya yang di Jakarta. Musisi-musisi, produser-produser kecil, dikirimin semua. Dan salah satu dari mereka itu produser kecil gitu, namanya Devon. He reached out being like, I really really love this song. I don't care how much you pay me. We just have to work on this. And I was like so overwhelmed because I'm like, what?
Most creatives kayak gitu gak sih? Yang kayak
Maybe.
actually have their creative outlet as their passion,
Maybe, yeah, because I never really thought about music being like, a thing.
capitalizing off it juga.
Exactly. And then like Devon, he was like, you should sing in it too, and I'm like, why?
Mhm.
Because I never really like thought about like my capabilities as a singer. I'm literally just a bedroom singer,
Mhm.
and I like writing songs but not performing them. Terus ya udah akhirnya setuju, aku garap sama Devon. We produced the whole thing in 3 days. The song is called Scene Stealer.
Mhm.
Dan setelah lagunya jadi, Devon tuh kayak, now what? And I'm like, what? Now what? And then he's like, well, kita harus dipublikasi lah, put it out there, Spotify, YouTube, everywhere. And I'm like, why?
You just did it for fun.
Yeah. And Devon convinced me to like just put it out there. And then he's like, yaudah pakai nama Lauren Karina aja. So I tried to set up like a music account pakai nama Lauren Karina, but I could not.
Kenapa?
Karena
Udah ada.
nama Lauren Karina itu udah diregister sama Meta sebagai content creator edukasi di balik Indonesian with Lauren. Dan tiap kali aku berusaha register akun, kan disuruh buat verifikasi muka dan nama dan segala macam, selalu dibilang bahwa aku tuh imposter. I'm trying to impersonate Lauren
Yourself.
Karina Indonesian with Lauren.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, I have to come up with something else. Terus aku kayak, bodo amat lah, not your wife.
Kayak out of nowhere nama itu.
Yeah, just like not your wife. It sounds indignant. It sounds outrageous. It sounds feminist.
It does actually.
Right? It kind of captures
Yeah,
who I
yeah.
am. Not anti-men, by the way, but like, just, yeah.
A lot of women like 25 and up are always pressured to like, oh nikah kapan?
Exactly.
Gitu kan.
Yeah. And just think about how funny it is kalau misalnya fansnya not your wife disebutnya the husbands. I would love to call them my husbands.
The husbands.
Yeah, it's like it's gender neutral, by the way. Whether you're a woman, a man, or anywhere in between, you are my husband.
Androgynous.
Exactly. So like,
Androgynous
imagine like
fancies.
coming up on stage being like, "What's up, my husbands?"
You should try that.
Right?
You should try that when you're at a gig.
Yeah. And like coming up with a shirt that says
Yeah.
like proud husband
Merch.
of not your wife.
Yeah, that's so cute.
Right?
That's so cute.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And unexpectedly, ternyata Scene Stealer itu agak blow up di kalangan tertentu. Not like blow up like, public wise. Tapi blow up di kalangan industri. Jadi ada label namanya NSG Music. Aku gak tahu kamu pernah denger apa enggak.
I think I have.
Dia reach out ke aku dan bilang, I really love the way that you write music, so will you write for us?
But do you have like kayak background les nyanyi or like
Enggak.
how do you train your voice?
I just dulu tuh aku ikut teater musikal waktu zaman kuliah.
Oh, you're a theater kid.
I'm a theater kid.
She's a theater kid.
One of those weirdos.
It all makes sense.
Oh my god. Aku mulai kenalan sama NSG Music dan dari situ aku mulai kenal orang-orang di dunia musik. And then one day I'm like something really random happened. Aku tuh pernah blind date sama orang yang ternyata dia tuh basis.
Okay.
Dan waktu at the end of the date we were both like, you know what? I think the vibe is like friends.
Yeah.
And so aku nanya si blind dateku itu tentang kayak kamu kenal
How did the
produser?
blind date happen?
It was in Jogja.
Oh, tapi Jogja.
No, I'm like,
There's a lot of creatives di Jogja.
right, that's
Yeah.
true. It's like the capital for like
Yeah.
arts. And I'm super single, by the way, guys. I'm still super single. Actively looking for dates.
What is hot to you?
Somebody who's conventionally attractive. I am very shallow. I'm so sorry. Tipe orang yang kayak know what they want, like know where they want to go in life.
Ambitious.
Exactly,
Yeah.
ambitious. Yeah. What about you? Do you like someone who's like ambitious too?
Who doesn't? Who
Right?
doesn't? Kayak there's a lot of people yang kayak saying that they're gonna do something but they don't do anything about it.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna make music but then never writes anything down, never
Exactly.
writes lyrics, never tries.
Yeah.
Kayak
Omdo.
iya, Omdo.
Dari si blind date ini, aku nanya ke dia kan,
Mm-mm.
kamu kenal produser gak di Jakarta? Dia bilang kenal, nih teman aku. Langsung dikirimin tuh kontaknya. Dan nama kontaknya tuh cuman Goldan. Dan si Goldannya aku kontak, aku langsung bodo amat kayak ngirimin demo-demoku gitu.
Kayak randomly cold text,
Yeah,
kayak
right,
kirim spam gitu.
exactly. Dan aku bilang aku pengen kerjaan musik sama dia kalau dia suka demoku. And then he's like, love it. Terus habis itu dia gabut banget kayaknya nih anak ya. Atau niat banget. Dia tuh, jadi aku ngirimin satu demo dari
Iya.
laguku yang judulnya Fish.
Iya.
Terus kayak 3 hari kemudian tiba-tiba dia ngirimin aku kayak Fish yang udah kayak dia garap gitu loh, dia produce, bener-bener
Isn't
nge-produce.
that like the most emotional song in your album?
Iya, I
Yeah.
think so. Dia bilang dia suka banget lagu itu dan dia
Yeah.
tuh beneran kayak ngegarap lagu itu di itunya software Logicnya dia. And I was like, oh my god. Okay, so you're
And
like really
producing is
serious,
hard. I downloaded Logic once.
right?
Kayak,
Yeah.
ini apa? Let me stick to Audacity.
Iya, dan dia bilang gue beneran suka
Yeah.
sama demo ini gitu.
Yeah.
So we should just work on this. Terus aku akhirnya ke studionya Golden, and turns out like I think I'm very lucky because like we share like the same like musical vision. You know, we have like the same like musical artists that we love, and it's so easy to communicate with him music wise.
Who are the artists that you love? Who inspires your music?
A lot, but like for my album, I don't know if you can hear this. You should be able to. Wolf Alice, do you know him?
I know.
Bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
And then Del Water Gap. You know
I
him?
don't know that one.
You should know him. I'm gonna show you his Instagram.
Okay.
He's so hot. He is so hot.
At its finest.
Okay, the music is great too, but he's hot.
The main thing, he's hot. Good music.
Exactly. And
I mean, it adds to branding, being hot.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. Dan aku juga suka Hindia.
Okay.
Yeah, and banyak orang yang kalau misalnya bilang aku suka Hindia, mereka reaksiin tuh kayak gitu, kayak that's so typical gitu loh. Kayak aku nggak suka
But they
Hindia.
make good music.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but like I feel like sometimes people say they don't like Hindia just to be edgy,
Yeah,
Yeah?
just to be different.
right?
Like low-key, I dissed on Bernadia and then I actually listened to her songs. Okay, it's not that bad.
Bernadia is good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just kata kerja aja.
I mean, people are popular for a reason. Sometimes
Yeah.
music is just good. It's okay to like popular things.
Maybe not everybody is an industry plant.
That's true.
Yeah.
And yeah, dan akhirnya aku sama Golden ngerjain satu album itu gitu. Cause like I just love working with him. And
But you worked with like 4 different producers?
yeah, so like buat beberapa lagu, the way that I like write music is like whatever comes to me comes to me. And adekku juga bisa nge-produce lagu. Jadi waktu itu ada salah satu lagu di albumku yang dibantuin produce sama adekku juga. Namanya Theodore Gali. Gitaris paling bertalenta yang pernah aku temui dalam hidupku. Kalau kamu dengerin ke laguku yang judulnya Scene Stealer, itu tuh ada solo gitar di situ. Dan
It's him.
It's him. Dan cara dia nulis solo gitar itu adalah aku kirimin dia tracknya Scene Stealer, dan waktu itu bagian solonya masih kosong, terus aku kayak just do something with it.
And he added a guitar riff.
Iya, dan dia beneran cuman kayak satu kali take kayak oke, habis itu dia langsung nge-solo, udah selesai. Udah jadi final take-nya.
What instruments do you play?
Aku bisa main piano, biola, gitar, sama ukulele.
So string instruments.
I
And the
guess-
piano.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But honestly, to be honest, if once you know how to play the piano, it's very easy to integrate into everything else. Do you
Aku
play music?
oh, tiama.
Anjay! Dulu belajar
Kuat. Kayak the teacher was so
Oh my,
pas aku SD and I'm like,
so
I don't want to
sorry.
play the piano.
Your music is supposed to be about fun.
Yeah. And then, because she kept like bringing me to competitions,
Okay.
and I did not like it.
Oh my god, piano teacher, I will find you.
Ruining my piano experience. I was traumatized.
Yeah, people need to be patient. Music is supposed to just be about like expressing yourself and having fun. There's no correct way to learn it or do it. Hot take,
But-
probably. I don't know.
Why did you pick the storyline of Aphrodite?
Aphrodite Blues. The truth is, I am a nerd. I mean, I studied literature in college because for the sole purpose, you know, of like thinking that, hey, if I study literature, I get to just like read books all day, every day.
Mhm.
And that's true. So I got to read like a lot of books. I love history, and I think
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology has always fascinated me. And there's so many stories that you can you can write poetically into like a song from Greek mythology. But Aphrodite in particular, I think as weird as it might sound, I feel like I'm not a romantic as a person, but
But your songs beg to differ.
yeah, in a way, I feel like
Isn't your album about all kinds of love?
exactly. I feel like love comes in so many different forms and not just romantic. And people put so much emphasis into romantic love when there's so many forms of love that you may take for granted.
Friendship, familial.
Yeah, legit. Like my friends are my ride or die. Like you know what? If my like special other mess up, like bye. But like my friends, you know what, girl? I'm with you till the end of the line.
Kalau putus, you're gonna cry to your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Unless you're dating your friend. Do you do that?
No.
Really?
Oh my god, I put like very like strict boundaries between friends and lovers. Like I'm very direct.
But you let them hang out together.
Yeah. I let
Nongkrong
them hang out.
Yeah.
But what about you? Do you like date your friends?
I've been single for 8 years.
You know, wise choice. Wise choice.
I just like, I don't really vibe with.
The dating scene?
I think I'm the red flag. I think I'm the red flag.
Low key, me too.
Yeah, I think I'm the red flag. Jadi I really want to like make myself the better person if I also want a good person in my life. If that makes sense.
Or maybe you're overthinking it.
Pisces.
Because like everybody's working on something.
Do you believe in astrology?
Yes.
What are you? Capricorn.
No.
Taurus.
Oh, I have a Taurus Venus, so you're close.
I have an Aries Venus.
You have an Aries Venus? You get bored very quickly.
Yeah, I do.
So you need a Gemini to balance you out.
I have a Gemini moon.
Okay. You
Yeah,
get
I
bored
do get bored
extra
about everything.
quickly.
Relationship, work.
You know what you need? A Gemini. It so happens I'm a Gemini. I'm kidding. Tapi kalau pacaran sama Gemini itu pasti tuh vibe selalu kayak there's just something going on. So if you need spices in your life, date a Gemini.
A bit much.
Kamu tahu gak sih
Apa?
ada alasan kenapa ada akun Instagram namanya Indonesia tanpa Gemini?
Hah, emang ada?
Ada, sumpah, cari aja.
Mari kita lihat. Emang ada, itu meme.
Kayaknya beneran akun IG
Indonesia tanpa
Gemini.
Nggak ada Indonesia tanpa pacaran. Indonesia tanpa pacaran underscore
Udah dihapus berarti.
underscore jakut.
Dulu ada anjir.
Nggak ada, halu. Sumpah, nggak ada.
Udah dihapus, sudah nggak ada berarti.
Halu, sumpah.
Maaf ya. Dulu sumpah ada akun gede namanya Indonesia tanpa Gemini. Sekarang udah nggak ada ya. Sedih
That's why you
kan.
don't trust Geminis.
Honestly, well,
they lie. Is there like a specific story about Aphrodite that made you choose? Okay.
Aku rasa ironis bahwa Aphrodite itu kayak figur, dia tuh harusnya kan dewi cinta, dewi keindahan dan kecantikan gitu. Tapi kisah cinta dia sendiri itu tragis. Dan dia punya kayak kisah tentang kasih tak sampai.
Yeah.
Gitu sama Adonis.
Oh, that's why Aphrodite blues.
Honestly, I relate to that. So, aku soalnya punya mantan yang aku tuh susah banget move on. Kayak 3 tahun aku masih belum move on dari dia.
Dan pacarannya
padahal cuma 2 bulan.
Oh. See, ini Gemini. Gemini women.
Do you wanna know the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jadi tuh ceritanya aku tuh habis diputusin sama mantanku yang sebelumnya lagi. Dan aku kayak sempet kayak sangat down selama beberapa bulan, gak mau keluar rumah dan segala macam. Terus suatu hari sahabatku tiba-tiba muncul di rumahku terus bilang kayak, okay, you gotta stop being like this, stop being so miserable, just like, you know, go somewhere, go outside. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Dan aku karena agak nekat, I just booked a one-way ticket to Bali.
And you found him in Bali?
No, aku tuh rencananya waktu itu nyari one night stand di Bumble gitu. Tapi tuh akhirnya aku malah ketemu seseorang di Pulau Gili. And then we just like click very, very well. Like so well. It's like, have you ever met someone that makes you feel like you don't have to say a lot to be understood?
My mom.
Oh, that's so cute. Me too, honestly. Okay, I'm really close with my dad.
Yeah.
And yeah, dan dari situ tuh waktu habis dari Gili, aku tuh harus pergi. Soalnya waktu itu aku ada project di Flores. Jadi aku nggak bisa di situ lama-lama. Dan begitu,
Proyek interpretation.
iya exactly. Aku ada project 1 tahun di Flores. Jadi aku bolak-balik Flores tuh selama setahun. Dan di Flores itu aku bahkan kayak projectnya bukan di kota gede gitu loh. Beneran kayak di desa yang yang internet tuh katanya baru masuk tahun 2024 katanya.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Dan di situ nggak ada Gojek, nggak ada
Flores
Indomaret.
juga kecil gak sih?
Iya, nggak ada. Terus
Nggak ada Indomaret.
nggak ada.
Jadi toko.
Ada toko kelontongnya
kayak
dari warga-warga
koperasi
aja,
gitu.
ya kayak gitu. Warung-warung warga aja.
Warung.
Terus habis itu waktu aku lagi perjalanan pergi dari Gili pas mau ke bandara, aku tiba-tiba nangis and then I'm like, oh no, I think I'm in love.
Oh.
Iya. Terus tapi aku mikir kayak this is the end, right? We're not gonna see each other again.
Oh, dia
Tapi
bukan orang Indonesia.
bukan.
Okay.
Dia orang Argentina.
Okay.
Dan waktu aku habis flight dari Bali ke Flores, terus aku mulai kerja di work trip itu, tiba-tiba dia nelpon aku.
Okay. Like out of the blue.
Out of the blue, dia bilang, I can't stop thinking about you. Can I come and see you? And then I'm like, but I'm not in like some like vacation getaway. I'm like at work in the middle of nowhere in a town that's like 7 hours away from Labuan Bajo. And the only way to get there is by like a truck or like yeah.
Pokoknya ribet.
Iya, sangat ribet. Dan dia tuh kayak I don't care, I just wanna see you. Jadi dia akhirnya beneran nyamperin aku. Dan ya udah selama aku work trip itu dia nemenin aku. Terus habis itu setelah work tripnya selesai, kita ngabisin waktu di Labuan Bajo. Terus visanya dia mau habis. Terus dia bilang dia harus pergi gitu loh buat visa run.
Ini semua 2 bulan dari ketemu sampai Flores.
Dan terus habis itu dia kan bilang kayak aku bakal ke Malaysia deh gitu. Soalnya visa Indonesia mau habis. Tapi ikut sama dia
ke Malaysia.
Ya?
Karena tinggal kayak renew harinya gitu kan, yang penting keluar dari
tapi
Indonesia.
Dia tuh sebenarnya udah ngerencanain seluruh tripnya dia buat keliling Asia tuh udah lama gitu loh. Itu karena habis trip itu selesai dia tuh mau dijodohin.
Oh, like arranged?
Iya, arranged marriage. Karena dia bilang dia nggak bisa ninggalin keluarganya dan ya udah dijodohin.
Is there a song about
3 different songs. Yang judulnya Te Amo Pero.
Oh.
Terus Aphrodite Blues part 1 sama Aphrodite Blues part 2. Begitu.
Damn. 2 months. Katanya it takes 3 months to fall in love.
Yeah? I don't know, man. Sometimes it takes just 1 day.
Wow. Maybe today. Maybe.
Takut.
The first single that came out was Pretend We're Fine, right?
Yeah.
And it got released last year.
Sekitar bulan September ya kayaknya. Agustus atau September.
Did you have the whole album like planned out? Apa kayak okay, I'm gonna release this?
No, actually. Aku emang suka nulis lagu aja. Jadi kayak setiap kali Golda nanya ada lagu lagi nggak? Selalu ada.
Iya.
Aku
ditagih.
Iya, ditagih. Kebetulan dari semua lagu ini, dari 8 lagu itu, kayak semuanya tuh kayak aku rasa punya satu nyawa. Jadi sekalian aja lah jadi album gitu.
How do you like differentiate yourself from each sound and then make it cohesive in an album?
I think like when people ask me this, they're expecting some sort of very emotional story because, there's this rite of passage that like the tortured artist produced the best work or like whatever. But honestly, for most of the songs, the writing process and the producing process is like very not emotional
Yeah.
at all.
Despite the lyric.
Kayak contohnya lagu Ecstasy. Kamu bilang kamu suka kan sama lagu itu?
Yeah, that's my favorite. It's my personal
Do you
favorite.
know how like it happened? Like how it became that like techno song? That just random ass techno song in the middle of like a rock album, I guess. Jadi tuh ceritanya adalah aku sama Golden tuh sama-sama sering traveling kan. Golden selalu tur keliling Indonesia dan aku sebagai interpreter kayak bisa tiba-tiba di Flores, bisa tiba-tiba ada di kayak Kenya or like India or like whatever. Jadi waktu itu tuh aku beberapa hari sebelum aku flight, satu hari sebelum aku flight, aku tuh sempat rekaman di tempatnya Golden. Terus chargerku ketinggalan. Dan habis itu aku langsung ke bandara dan aku flight. Nah, 2 hari kemudian aku balik lagi ke bandara Jakarta. Terus aku mikir, oh iya chargerku kan ketinggalan. Aku langsung
Charger
aja lah.
HP.
Iya charger HP. Aku ke rumah Golden lagi.
And
Buat
then bikin
ngambil
lagu.
charger. Tadinya tuh rencananya tuh cuman buat ngambil charger terus udahan kan. Terus kata Golden, jangan langsung pergi lah, sebat dulu gitu. Iya, terus ya udah kita sebat sambil tukeran kabar. Terus aku lagi gitaran pakai gitar akustik India. Ini ada lagu yang melodinya aku udah bikin dari semenjak aku SMP. Terus Golden tuh sambil cerita juga bahwa jadi tuh salah satu keyboardnya dia tuh habis dipinjam sama Joji buat konsernya di Indonesia. Dan Joji tuh lupa ngehapus preset-preset sound punya Joji. Jadi masih ada di keyboard itu. Terus dia mainin tuh beberapa soundnya Joji. Terus dia kan dengerin aku main gitar kan. Terus dia kayak, main apa tuh? Terus dia coba mainin tuh di keyboardnya. Terus kita kayak, kok enak ya? Ya udah, dia langsung buka Logic. Terus habis itu iya di otak-atik aja. Aku sama dia berdua kayak, kok enak ya? Jadi ya garap aja yuk.
My most streamed songs of all time to Glimpse of Us. Like I played it 700 times.
Yeah,
Kan
maybe.
Spotify is like has that new like rank by
Yeah.
playlist. My number 1 is Glimpse of Us.
Oh, there you go. Joji Sounds. Thank you, Joji. Terus aku sama Golden tuh mikir kayak, ini kayaknya enaknya gue jadi lagu sange deh gitu. Terus akhir tuh ya
takut
dia takut anjing. Tapi tuh proses buat kayak garap lagu itu bener-bener gak seksual atau emosional atau gimana. We were just like very technical about it. We're like, okay, so this is the lyrics. Melodinya kayak gini. Progresinya kayak gini. That's it. And we got the whole thing done in one day. Ceritanya di balik lagu Ecstasy adalah aku mau ngambil charger.
Which one is your personal favorite song?
Can't Pretend We're Fine. That was the hardest to produce.
Yeah.
It took the longest to produce. Dan aku bangga banget soalnya tahu Rama Harto gak? Kak Rama Harto, produsernya Feast.
No.
Well, he played the drums in Pretend We're Fine. Dan waktu aku ke studio dan garap drumnya sama dia bilang kayak, ini siapa yang nulis bagus banget nama lagu.
He didn't know it was you.
No, he didn't know it was me. Aku Lauren, nama panggungku adalah Not Your Wife, bukan istrimu di bahasa Indonesia. Dan albumku Aphrodite Blues itu ada di semua streaming platform, jadi teman-teman dengerin ya.